Basically, what I want to tell you is that you should never have to pay for your business credit report. To find out more, I will give you the top 6 business credit report providers of all time. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. How you doing today? I hope you are doing marvelous. I'm doing fantastic. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as terrific as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today I want to talk to you about the top 6 free business credit report providers. But before we get into the nitty-gritty, please check out our evaluation approach, how we go about assessing and categorizing all the business credit report providers that we're talking about in today's show. Check this out. All right, now before we get into the nitty gritty here, let's first have a basic conversation. Let's start with the basics. What is a business credit score? Essentially, just as your personal credit score serves as a numerical evaluation of how creditworthy you are as a person, your business credit score is a numerical measurement of how creditworthy you and your business are. Think about it here. I'm emphasizing you and your business. So therefore, in the same way that your personal credit score provides a way for creditors and lenders to determine whether or not to approve your home mortgage, credit card, or another form of personal financing, your business score is used by lenders to evaluate really when you apply for, let's say, a lease, an insurance policy, or any other type of business financing. What do you find in a business credit report? You find a constellation of data. Everything from company information such as owner names and number of employees, annual business sales, industry classification, public filings including liens and judgments, business financial accounts including loans, credit cards, and some supplier trade lines, and you also have payment history for credit accounts. So the thing here is that business credit reports are tied to the business's name, mailing address, and employer identification number rather than an individual's social security number and birth date. So one thing you have to understand is that the EIN, the employer identification number, is basically the company's social security number. So compared with personal credit reports, business credit reports are accessible by virtually anyone. Your business credit score is very important for, as I said, for several reasons. If you are a small business owner just starting out, you may be wondering if you need a business credit score, and to a larger extent, why a credit score is important. There are several things. You want to, if you want to finance, if you want to get insurance, if you want to have a contract, if you want to engage in contract with third parties, those parties will actually check your business credit report. Why? Because that report essentially talks about your business's trustworthiness, your business's financial status, your business's, I would say, prospective analysis. In other words, what accountants call that the ongoing concern. In other words, is the business solid enough to be around in the next, say, 2, 3, 4, 5 years? All right, now let's talk about the ranking. Number 6, we have Scrolly, and we have rated this company 8/10. Scrolly is a great place to get a free business credit report demo and then a paid subscription service if you're ready to commit. So Scrolly is actually, if you think about it, when we have done our research, we have seen that This company, Scorley, is actually considered a business credit reporting bureau because the company prides itself on being a transparent credit bureau that aggregates data and boils down to understandable reports. Scorley is all about empowering business owners and helping them take control of their business credit rating. So we kind of like that. We like this provider a lot because with this service, you'll have access to easy to understand data like your FICO score and actionable tips to boost your business credit score. So Scorley, 8 over 10. Number 5, we have creditsafe.com. We have scored this company 8.5 over 10. Creditsafe.com is a similar. It's kind of similar to Scorley because it costs money if you choose to opt for the subscription, but they also offer a free business credit report to get you started. And the free trial period is sometimes around 30 days or 60 days, depending upon your business. So you want to call them first. So if you choose to subscribe to creditsafe.com service after you test out their free business credit report, you'll have a lot of credit monitoring tools at your disposal. The great thing here is that with Credit Safe, your account will show your risk rating, days beyond terms. They will sync your financial data, your company's financial data. You can even see payment trends and many more. CreditSafe.com, they offer 3 different packages. They have what they call the standard, and then the plus, and the premier. So the prices after your free business credit report will fully depend on your business's need. So one thing you want to do is you need to contact one of their risk consultant to get a quote before the free before getting to the paid subscription. So what you want to do is that you want to get on board right now, and you want to consider it rather, and you test it for 30 days. You want to look at the ease of understanding of the financial report. You want to understand their credit rating. You want to see if they offer also analysis. Because when you talk about business credit report, you got to have the score itself, but also the analysis that comes with it. Very important. Number 4, we have a CreditNet by Data Axle, and we have scored this company 9 over 10. A great provider, a great business credit report provider. Now, when you really think about it, CreditNet is not technically a place to get ongoing free business credit reports, because their service at the end of the day, once you switch into the paid subscription paradigm, that their service will eventually cost you money. However, if you sign up without a credit card, that's very important. Without a credit card, you'll get a free 7-day trial of their reporting services, during which time you can pull your report, and then you'll have 30 days to view it. So you have 7 days within which you can actually pull the report, and once the report is pulled, you have 1 month to view it. Although you eventually have to pay for this service, having access to 7 free business credit reports could be valuable. Think about it. In addition, with no credit card required to start a trial, you will not have to worry about missing your cancellation deadline and accidentally subscribing to a service you're not interested in paying for in the first place. So if you decide to pay for CreditNet, make sure that you read their pricing packages, because they offer a variety of packages, all of which lets you monitor your business credit report online and get access to a dedicated Credit.net expert. Number 4, we have NAV. 9 over 10, great company also. NAV is a credit monitoring service that gives both consumers and business owners access to their personal and business credit history. What we like with NAV is that it's a great place for business owners who are interested in knowing more about their business credit reports. You don't need a credit card to sign up. In fact, NAV will give you free access to a summary of your business credit reports from both Experian and Dun & Bradstreet. So the thing here is that NAV is more a data aggregator. They don't compile the credit data themselves. They actually aggregate it from third parties such as Experian and D&B, Dun & Bradstreet. In addition, NAV will provide self-service tools like an easy error disputing tool and a goal-setting tool. In other words, you are aiming to pay down your business credit card, for example, to help improve your business credit score. One benefit of using NAV when we were testing the service is that they will give you summaries of both your Dun & Bradstreet and Experian reports. right? Because one thing you have to understand is that when it comes to a business credit report for providers, there are several of them out there, including Experian and Dun& Bradstreet. Number 2, we have the Capital One Business Credit Wise. Great service. We have scored this service 9.5 over 10. Capital One recently launched Business Credit Wise, and this service is very comprehensive. We loved it. We tested it. It's fantastic. It provides unlimited free access to your business credit profile. So Business Credit Wise reports cover things like basic details such as your company's name and the number of employees, the payment history, including the number of accounts paid on time and the number past due. They also provide something called a credit usage. In other words, your credit utilization ratio, that your CUR, including the highest available credit line. So credit usage basically is means that, let's say your business has $100,000 worth of credit line, and you have tapped into 30,000. So your credit usage is 30%. In other words, 30,000 divided by 100,000. You also hear the word credit utilization ratio. They mean the same thing. These terms are interchangeable. And one other data you can find in your Business Credit Wise report are your public records, such as bankruptcies and judgments. So with Business Credit Wise, you as a business owner, you can quickly and easily access your company's credit, correct mistakes, and understand what's impacting your overall credit report. And as of the date of this show, this service is only available to U.S. businesses. And you have to understand, simply because the service comes from Capital One doesn't mean you need to be a Capital One customer. You don't have to be. It is available to any U.S. business, not just Capital One customers. And this can be accessed at any time without impacting your business credit. Business Credit Wise also has it also offers the ability to dispute errors at no charge. That's fantastic, folks. That's a great advantage, because you don't have to spend money just to dispute a mistake on your business credit report. So errors can negatively affect your business credit score, but disputing and correcting them could raise your score. So fixing mistakes might require submitting supporting documentation through the platform, but listen, otherwise, accessing this function through the dashboard is kind of easy. One thing I want to say here is that, just to kind of close this chapter here, not all information can be disputed directly via Business Credit Wise, and some information is only disputable under certain circumstances. The thing here is you have to contact Capital One Business Credit Wise to find out more. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We're also having a conversation here around the top 6 free business credit report providers, and the number one perfect score, 10 over 10, Credit Signal. We love this company. We have tested it for several days, and it's just fantastic. The ease of use, the availability of features, the variety, the breadth and depth of the features offered, and we have scored it 10 over 10. So Credit Signal is a free business credit reporting service offered by Dun & Bradstreet. So you can see that behind most of this free business credit report providers stand a solid financial institution or financial data provider, such as Dun & Bradstreet. So the thing here is that for a while, Credit Signal was the only place to get a free business credit report. So if you've had bad credit in the past, this is a great tool to try out. So Credit Signal allows you actually to do a couple of things. So they allow you to stay on top of your business credit and alerts you when anything changes with your score. So once you sign up, you'll have access to an online dashboard and mobile app to monitor what's going on with your business credit report. The great thing here is that, folks, you can also choose to receive email alerts whenever anything changes with your score. So one thing I want to point out here is that Credit Signal is not only one of the best and easiest place to find a free business credit report, but also a great place to look for additional business credit resources. Dun& Bradstreet Credit Signal offers a business credit education online center to learn about credit information specific to your industry or to receive advice on how to improve your business credit score based on your profile. That's one of the reasons why we rank this company so high, 10 over 10 perfect score, because they are actually giving you the whole, they are offering you the whole enchilada. They're not just giving you like just just partial data. They are giving you the whole 9 yards. One thing you have to note though is that Credit Signal gives you an indication only when you're done in your Dun& Bradstreet business credit score and rating has changed, or when someone else has requested to see your business credit score. So to view your actual score and rating and learn who's looking into your credit score profile, you need to purchase a subscription with Dun& Bradstreet. Now, Dun& Bradstreet has other services, as you know. They're not just in the business credit report provision business, if you will. They've been providing business data for the last few decades, so they kind of have experience in what they are offering. One thing we also like when we were testing the service is that the dashboard is pretty clean. They have an app. They have a mobile app. The dashboard is clean. They have, as I said earlier, they have various features. The interface is very user friendly. So you are actually learning a lot by going with Credit Signal. Having said that, all the other 5 business credit report providers are great, fantastic. So there you have it. Let's just have a quick conversation here about how is your business credit score calculated? We're going to look at the 3 big credit reporting agencies, Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax, to see how they actually calculate your business credit score. So Dun & Bradstreet use a PAYDEX score that ranges from 1 to 100. The higher the number, the better shape your business credit is in. So to calculate your business credit score, DNB looks at one specific factor: how timely. It's very important, folks. How timely you are when paying vendors like business loan lenders, suppliers of raw materials, utility companies, insurance companies, leasing companies, and more. So for this reason, paying your debts early or encouraging your vendors to report a good history of payment can be extremely helpful in raising your business credit score. This being said, you can break down the DNB, the Dun & Bradstreet PAYDEX score into 3 tiers. Scores between 80 to 100, scores between 50 to 79, and scores 49 and below. The highest range indicates a low risk of payments, with the score close to 100, meaning payments often come promptly or sooner than 30 days within terms. On the other hand, a score fluctuating between 1 and 19 indicates that the business often takes more than 120 days to make payments. So that's for Dun & Bradstreet. Experian calculates your business credit score a bit differently than Dun & Bradstreet does. This credit bureau collects information on your credit obligation from lenders and suppliers, any legal filings for your business, and background information about your business. Then they have a proprietary algorithm that determines your business risk based on credit, public records, and demographic information. The Experian credit report is called they call it the IntelliScore Plus, and is also based on a score from 1 to 100. Additionally, an Experian business credit score includes a risk classification from 1 to 5, with 1 being the least risky. A risk class of 3 is a medium or average risk, and 5 correlates with an overall business credit score of 1 over 10, meaning a high risk for payment delinquency. And then we have the third credit reporting agency bureau, Equifax. So Equifax, they also have their own method for calculating your business credit score, although Experian and Equifax use similar methods. Equifax collects data about your business, like payment history, credit data, and more. And what they do is they evaluate all of this data. And in their evaluation, they will look at the payment trends, the business credit history, the public records, and the demographics. So unlike DNB and Experian, however, an Equifax business credit report will give you 3 scores: a payment index score, a credit risk score, and a failure risk score. The payment index score will be your typical business credit score, with a number ranging from 1 to 100. So the credit risk score will range from 101 to 992, with a higher score indicating lower risk. And finally, the failure risk score will be a number within the range of 1,000 to 1,016 and 10, with a lower score indicating a higher risk of your business shutting down within the next 12 months. Now, there are one thing I want to say before closing here is that the but before I get into that, just quickly, I just want to mention the fact that the failure risk score from Equifax ranges from 1,000 to 1610, 1,610. All right. Now, there are a few factors that impact your business credit score. So you have time in business, payment history, credit mix, credit utilization ratio. I was just talking about that earlier, and mistakes on your business credit report. One thing also I want to say here is that it's very kind of important to understand that if you want to check your business credit score, you can either apply and pay for your business credit report from one of the three main agencies I just talked about, or you can use an alternative credit service to access a free business credit report. The six agencies that I've talked to you about here, right? One thing that I also want to say here is that it's very important to understand that there's some kind of frequency element here. How often should you check your business credit score? You don't have to check it every month. You can check it every quarter or every 6 months or every year. As long as things are fine, that's kind of cool. You don't have to check it all the time. And if you want to buy a business credit report from a credit bureau, it will cost you, really depends. So with Dun & Bradstreet, you can go to their website and pay $61.99 for a business credit report, which includes a credit summary and credit risk score. What I told you earlier is called the Paydex score. For Experian, you can purchase your business credit report on their website, and they charge around $40 for the most basic report. In addition to your business credit score, this report will also include your financial stability risk rating, your payment summary, your collection summary, and other core information regarding your business finances. Experian also offers an advanced credit report option, a credit report subscription plan, as well as a credit monitoring subscription plan. For Equifax, if you go to their website, they charge around $100 for access to a single business credit report. This report will include your company profile, credit summary, public records, and risk scores. And Experian also offers a business credit report multi-pack of 5 reports for the price of 4, and that's the discount. That's the sale they have, and this totals about $400. Additionally, like Dun & Bradstreet and Experian, Equifax also offers subscription plans for business risk and credit monitoring services. Let me give you a few tips for building credit and improve your business credit scores. First thing is, please separate business and personal finances. Ask suppliers to report your payment history. Very important. You want to use a business credit card to pay for day-to-day expenses. Set up an accounts payable system to avoid late payments. And one thing we've seen also that works pretty well is you want to sign up for business credit monitoring services. You want to obtain a DUNS number for your business. A DUNS number is a data universal number system, which is a worldwide numerical identification system managed by a business credit reporting agency, Dun & Bradstreet. You also want to allow time to build your business credit. And please don't forget about your personal credit. It's very important. If you're a small business owner, your personal credit will affect your business credit score and vice versa. And also mix your credit, and you want to mix your credit and maintain a decent CUR. I spoke about that earlier. You want to have a decent credit utilization ratio. All right. All right, folks. This is basically it. Before I do a recap here, just remember that at the end of the day, managing your business finances, including understanding and building your business credit score, can be one of the most involved and important part of running a business, right? Since your business credit score is an incredibly influential factor in your ability to get what? To get things like lease, insurance, or small business funding. So it is kind of worth investing time and conscious effort into establishing your business credit. The one thing I want to sort of clarify, and I think I've said that at length, I've discussed that at length during the show, your business credit score and personal credit score are different. And unfortunately, there are many more variables to consider when it comes to what your business credit score looks like and how it is calculated. Nonetheless, by paying close attention to your finances and checking your credit score regularly, say every 3 months, every 6 months, every year, whether you do it through a credit bureau or with a free business credit report, you can properly plan and ensure that you are ahead of any problems or errors before they start to affect your business. So today I was giving you the top 6 free business credit reports providers. Number 1, 10 over 10 Credit Signal by Dun & Bradstreet. Number 2, Capital One Business Credit Wise score of 9.5 over 10. Number 3, NAV score of 9 over 10. Number 4, Data Axle Credit.net score of 9 over 10. Number 5, CreditSafe.com 8.5 over 10. And number 6, last but not the least, Scorely with a score of 8 over 10. I will see you next time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.